I'm Logan Cologne. I'm a junior in the College of Engineering, majoring in electrical engineering. That's all there is to it, I guess. I'm a three-time legacy student. My mom, my dad, and my sister both all graduated from this university, so I didn't have much of a choice.
And I'd bring him out to games, and he'd watch games and the coaches would fawn over him because, hey, that's Mark Cologne's son.
To be a legacy scholar, it means that I live and breathe UNC Charlotte. I can't get away from it. When I was in community college, I was an electrician, and when I was an electrician, I really liked the plans, the blueprints. So somebody at work told me to become an electrical engineer, and when I got to Charlotte, it's kind of funny because architectural engineering is what the blueprints are. Electrical engineering is everything else. So I felt a little lost. I felt a little frustrated that I was in tougher courses than I thought I needed to be in. But once I got through those courses, I realized that there's a greater world of opportunity. And with the education that I've received at Charlotte, it's opened my eyes. It seems like every time I get into a classroom, I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do what this professor's talking about.
And he's been blown away by the level of the professors on this campus that are teaching him every day.
Very tough adjusting. I came from a community college and I was really worried about what would happen at a four-year school. I'd heard that things were much different, the workload was crazier. And so the first semester that I came here, I was nervous, but I met some good friends, I met some good professors, built my confidence up, and I ended up getting a 4.0 GPA my first semester.
And you hear Biff Posey, our football coach, talk about that now, about all the Fortune 100 and 500 companies in the city. There's a reason they're in Charlotte, and it's access. And what he has and what he realizes, and it only took him a few months to realize it, is that he has access. And he can create a name for himself and opportunities and go to work in Charlotte and be here the rest of his life.
That's one thing I wanted to touch on is I feel so grateful that these opportunities were made available to me, that for me to turn my back on the university when I leave, that's not going to happen. Once I'm in a position to help kids like myself, I would love to do so, because without some of the financial support I've gotten, I don't think that I would be here. But outside of immediate family, I've gotten a couple of scholarships that have really helped to relieve the financial burden associated with school. And I can't thank those people enough. The friends of UNC Charlotte, they've really helped make this less about how am I going to pay my bills this month and more about focusing on class and making sure that I can turn my homework in, I can study for tests. So I have a great support group here.
And it comes back to maybe a professor provided some great opportunity. Maybe they had a work-study job on campus that led them to a career. Maybe they met their wife in the Friday building like I met mine. Or maybe they had a child that didn't have a great experience as a first college and transferred here and had the best experience of his life.